guys, it's your own girl Anna here. In today's video, we're going to be going through Cowboy into Flying Shoulder Stand series. Here we go. So to start, you're going to have to come into open hammock pouch. So finding the front edge of your hammock, you're going to shake it out a bit, making sure it's not folded. Then go ahead and turn around, place both thumbs in that same front edge, pulling out hip-width distance apart behind you, and doing 6 take-gathers of fabric to grip. And then stepping back underneath the plumb line. You're gonna come up on your tiptoes, press down into hammock with both arms, bending one knee up, nice and high, and then go ahead and slide that hammock to your knees, knee into open hammock pouch. And then from here, you're gonna trap your heels on the foot side edge in front of you, straightening out both legs, and releasing the heels out this end, coming into a full leg wrap. Before sitting up nice and tall through your spine, so you can slide your hands down just the backside edge of the hammock here, bring it all the way down to that sacrum at the base of your spine below your hips. That's the key, always below the hips. Holding it down there with your thumbs, tucking your chin in your chest. You're gonna engage your core and slowly come back to lock that edge in before releasing the hands and sliding them back up into basic grip. All right, now to come upside down. We're gonna wide straddle circle out, first into side or inverted star. So, bring your arms out wide, legs out wide for a second, opening that heart like you're a bright star in the night sky, shining that light down upon the world. Nice and open. Before exhaling, bending your knees together, hooking the feet on both sides of the hammock in monkey and relaxing the arms down to the floor. You can either hang out here in an inversion for a minute or so, or you can come right up into cowboy. So next, you're gonna tuck your chin in your chest, reach up, grab the hammock above your feet one at a time before clipping the shins and feet forward through the hammock and walking yourself all the way back up into cowboy. So in a nice neutral kneeling position here. And then next, we're gonna come into Cupid's arrow. So, bringing the hands into basic grip, elbows out wide. First, I'm gonna pivot my hips to the left. Pressing my left palm out against the side of the hammock. Locking the shoulder in, feeling that slight resistance. You're gonna hold here for a few breaths, breathing into those shoulders, and just feeling what it's like to be up this high off the floor. Just enjoy this pose. And it just looks pretty cool. You're gonna do that on both sides. So switch sides. And then now back to center. Lastly, we're gonna do Tinkerbell before moving on. So, little hip opening exercise here. I'm just gonna do this once, but you can do this as many times as you want in a row. You're gonna inhale as you bring your hips forward, letting the bottoms of your feet touch together behind you. As you arch your spine and look up at the ceiling in Tinkerbell. Again, nice and open down the front of the body. And then exhale as you roll back down a bit, sipping your quads together, flexing the feet, and kind of curling up into a ball, similar to cat, to counter pose. And then inhale, come back up to neutral. And like I said, you can do that as many times as you want. Just doing this for demo purposes. And next comes the cowboy roll down. It's pretty fun. So one arm at a time, you're gonna bring it forward, gripping the hammock about 6 inches to a foot above your quad on both sides. With a nice firm grip, when you're ready, you're gonna tuck and roll, woo, before hooking your feet back on the hammock. And releasing back down into skirted monkey. All right, from here, reaching up, grabbing the hammock between your knees, you're gonna unwind the legs. See yourself up for just a second. Let the hammock slide about halfway up your back into your mid-thoracic spine. And then to come into bell pose here, you're just gonna bring your torso back so it's dangling out the end of the hammock. You're gonna swan dive your arms back towards your feet, and then reach back and grab your feet with both hands. Nice and open, again, through the heart, the front of the body. Hold here for just a few breaths. And then come into flying shoulder stand next. You're gonna pull yourself back up to sitting. Finding the back edge of the hammock here, you're gonna press it out to tension with both palms creating angel wings. Nice and pretty. And then sinking back into the hammock one more time with your torso, making sure just your head and hair are dangling out the back end so your shoulders are fully wrapped. From here, bringing your fingertips inside the edges, thumbs out, closing your fist to grip. You're gonna exhale as you bend your knees into your chest. Pressing the outside middle of your feet against the face side edges of the hammock. Before, when you're ready, or actually, we're gonna switch sides here so you can see me for flying shoulder stand. So, I'm gonna do a little switcheroo through saddle here. Another fun move you can add in there if you would like. And then once you're, okay, so we can do that same thing again. So, angel wings, back edge. Sitting back into hammock with your torso, head and hair dangling out the end, shoulders fully wrapped. And then bring the fingertips inside the edge, thumbs out, close your fist to grip. Exhale, knees in your chest, and press those feet turned out against the face side edge of the hammock. So, when you're ready to come into flying shoulder stand, you're gonna inhale. And lift those hips up off the hammock, straightening all the way out to lock it in. And then holding here for a few breaths. This is primarily a core exercise. You wanna be engaged in drawing in through your core, nice and centered. And when you're ready, and you feel comfortable, you can try the next level up, zipping the legs together, pointing the toes, really engaging your core here. Or the next level up from that, once you feel comfortable, half splits. So then you can try bringing one leg down towards the floor at a time for half splits. Let it come down as far as it wants to go. Keep the leg nice and straight, toes pointed. Hold for a good 4 breaths on each side. And then switch carefully. All right, and then the coup de grace, center splits. If you're really feeling fancy, you can try coming into center splits. Make sure the back leg always comes down first. Arch the spine and look up at the floor as much as you can. Let the front leg drop down and hold for a good 3 to 4 breaths. And then inhale, come back to center. Then you can do the other side if you want. And then when you're ready to come out, slowly roll the hips back down into the hammock and bring your knees back into your chest. All right, we're gonna finish with vampire today. So, you're gonna bring your other edge of your hammock down by your feet, up over your knees and shins, bringing as much fabric to cover those shins as possible. Maintaining that same hand grip, fingertips in, thumbs out. When you're ready, you're gonna inhale and lift the hips up and bring the feet down, weight down in the hammock of your feet in mosquito. From here, you're gonna bring your arms and palms inside the hammock, pressing your palms back, away from you. And when you're ready, you're gonna exhale as you drop the hips, gazing forward into vampire. All right, from here, coming into vampire splits, you can hold here as long as you like. Or you can bring one leg at a time into stag before stepping the foot down on the floor. Straightening out the legs, lifting your chest up just a little bit before exhaling and floating back into vampire splits on both sides. Hold each side for a few breaths. And then carefully switch. And when you're ready, again, bring both feet back into the hammock and lift it all the way up and over, flipping back into cocoon. Just taking a few moments to relax.